Deep. Beep. Deep.
I did.
Boop.
This is what's in the box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the fucking box?
What's in the box?
Get it? Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Party time.
Anyway, this is what's in the box with Zach and Cheryl.
Cheryl.
That's Cheryl.
I'm me.
I'm Zach.
He's he.
So you want a quick update? You want a quick update
on what?
How things are going?
Well, what did I say last time?
That you're doing the crochets.
I've done a lot more crochets.
Yeah, and
updated.
Oh, you're gonna do the Etsy's.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna have my store open by next Sunday at the very latest.
Yeah.
And I'm looking into other ways to sell it too.
Other
there's like
avenues.
Yeah. But I've heard some good and bad things about all of them, so I don't know. We're just kind of mapping it out.
Mapping. So I wanna I know that you want to talk about something, but I want to talk about my thing first. Unless you want to.
I don't care. Talk about whatever you want.
You don't care which order?
You can talk about whatever you want. We can not talk about my thing at all. I was just.
Well, I want to talk about your thing.
Giving an option.
I want to talk about your thing because you had a thing. So I wanted to talk about because I was thinking about it on the way. Oh, also, we got merches. See,
is that merch?
Merches. It's mine. Oh. I don't know. I could probably make another one, I guess, if somebody wants it. See? Anyway, guerrilla advertising. Anyway, so I was thinking about it on the way home from work, as we've talked about our neurodivergencies and our brains and the ADHDs.
Oh.
And I was thinking about how, well, it started with me thinking about the difference in how we drive. Because, and I said this when we were talking about it, you're a very, like, GPS type driver when you're driving. Like, I have to get to a destination, and you're like, I have to turn left here, and turn right here, and turn this here, and do this. And that's kind of how you drive, and I don't. I drive with the mindset, unless I'm following a GPS, which is partially why I have GPS, even with places that, like, I've been a whole bunch of times. Because, like, my brain just goes, we're going to end up here. And then as I'm driving, my brain is like, how much space do I have in between this car? How many times do I have to pass these cars to get here? I have to get off on this exit, which means I have to get around this over here. Do I have enough time? Are they going to see me? Are they going to speed up? And then all the other stuff that's around it, like billboards and restaurants and stuff like that. Volume of the music, what's on, what people are talking about, like all at once. And so I was going to talk to you because I feel like that's how, well, we kind of talked about it before, but I feel like that's how different our brains are.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know
not just with driving, but like
that overall, much different. Overall. I think you're hyper focusing on the fact that I am very good directional, because I do, and I tried to say this to you earlier, I do think of all the other things too. I just try not to, because then that's when I miss turns.
I know, but
so it's more like a repeating to myself. You have to turn here, you have to turn here, you have to turn here, you have to turn here. I know, that's also why I like loud music, because it drowns everything else out.
I know, but you're able to, like, I don't know.
Control my thoughts?
I guess, yeah.
I can't, though. That's why I have to keep repeating where I need to go. That's why I have to keep repeating, get off at the Oneida exit, get off at the Oneida exit, get off at the Oneida exit, get off at the Oneida exit. But I don't know, yeah, I guess. It's different. I don't know. I think about all that other stuff too. That's why I get grumpy with drivers when things aren't going my way, because I'm focused on something and they're making me unfocused by making me think about how they're driving. And now I'm like, can you just move? What is your problem? What is your deal? Why are you doing this? And then you're like, you want me to drive? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. I know where I'm going. I'm fine. You seem upset. No, I'm fine. I'm getting upset now. I'm fine.
I don't know. And then I was like, we talked about yesterday. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe you're just better at it, I guess. I am. But you just, I don't know. It just
Oh, I
seems,
burpee.
it just seems like
Sorry,
your
folks.
focus is different than mine. Like, you say that you keep saying every time we talk about this that it's basically the same thing, but you just seem, I don't know, you're still chaotic in a way of like having 50 different things and not finishing any of them. like like always thinking of, I should do this, I should do this, I should do this, I should do this, which is a part of it, but like, I don't know, you just don't seem like you, I don't know, it's a constant thing, like for me, like all the time with everything, not just with driving, like everything.
Well,
my brain is constantly like,
mm.
what if this happens or this happens, or it's kind of, I attribute it to your thing about when you had Emma and you thought of all the scenarios, what would happen if somebody like tried to like take her or whatever.
Yeah, when she was a baby.
Yeah, it's like that, but with everything, always 24/7, like all the time.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like.
I don't know. It's not happening as much now, and I think it's because of the drugs, but yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of that's just your anxiety. Speaking.
Anxieties.
Yeah. I think a lot of you overanalyzing every situation you're in and overthinking everything is just part of your anxieties.
Anxiety. I don't know. It's just weird. Like I told you yesterday, I don't know.
I think I'm more like a I don't give a fuck sitch right now.
It's just weird sometimes because, like, I don't know. I'm constantly mentally exhausted, even if you take away, like, and it's been that way for a long time. Even if you take away, like, my job or, like, responsibilities or, like, all that stuff.
Maybe you need drugs.
Like, I don't know. Just always mentally exhausted.
Drugs.
Oh, so now you're all pro drugs?
No.
Now you're all, everybody get drugs.
Drugs.
No.
Drugs.
But
drugs,
I don't know.
Drugs,
it's just
drugs.
I don't know. It's always been that way. It's just very mentally exhausting because my brain constantly doesn't stop. Even when, like,
Don't
you know,
stop, can't stop, won't stop.
even when I'm trying to sleep, and this is I'm pretty sure I've told you this at some point. Like, this is a constant thing. If you and Wyatt are already asleep, and I can turn it down, it's gonna get hot really fast.
But it's cold.
That's why I put it on,
I'm cold.
because it's gonna get hot
But
really
I'm
fast.
cold.
Anyway, well, here, then I'll do that.
I'm
Anyway,
cold, sire.
so if you and Wyatt are already asleep in the bedroom,
Yeah.
and I come in after smoking a cigarette, and I can't remember, if I lay down and I can't remember if I lock the doors or not,
Yeah.
it will bother me to the point where I have to get up and lock them. Because my brain will constantly think of, like, what could happen if somebody were
that
to
sounds
open
like
the door.
OCD to me.
Well,
I told you that earlier.
Well, I'm sure a part of it is, but like,
I'm not saying you have OCD. I'm just saying like
But
you
it's
can
like
have
the
OCD tendencies without having OCD.
but it's the over, like, I don't know the word I want to use, overwhelmingness of like all the bad things that could happen unless I like lock the door.
Yeah, I don't. That
And it
doesn't.
takes
I don't
for me
really
to even
care.
put that for me to
In
even
Green Bay, I would have cared. Here in Kakana, I don't know. I just don't really care.
for me to
I'm like,
even
the door's
like
locked. I don't know. I don't
put that.
care.
Well, it's not even like a. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's not even like a, like we're gonna get killed thing. It's not even like a worst case scenario thing. It's just the fact that somebody could come in the house without anyone knowing and then leave, whether they took anything or like did anything or whatever, just bothers me to the point where like I have to go make sure. Like I've done that before. I've woken you up because I had to get up, just because I was laying there for like an hour not being able to sleep because I couldn't remember if I locked the door or not.
I do think
Which
you
is also
overthink that too, by the
which
way.
is also a problem.
You overthink whether you're going to wake me up or not. Like, you're overly cautious about it.
Because I don't want you to be tired.
And it's almost to an annoying part.
Because I don't want you to be tired.
Okay, but how much easier would it be to just come into the room, be like, oh shit, I don't know if I locked the door, get up while I'm still already kind of like in that mode from you coming in.
Well, most of the time,
and go check the door, and then come back down and lay down.
Well, most of the time, I don't think.
Then you laying there wide awake for an hour.
Well, most of the time, I don't think it's gonna bother me that much. I don't really think about it until like almost when I'm about to fall asleep. It's like something in my brain is like.
So just get up and go lock the door. But you overly think it. You're like, oh, I'm gonna wake her up. Oh, I can't wake her up. And then you do this where you are like, I can't sleep, so I'm just gonna go out there. And you probably have an alternative motive on why you're going out there, but then you'll just sleep out there instead. And I'm like, just come back to the room. It's fine. Like, you're fine. Like, you don't. It's fine.
Just trying to be nice.
Well, I appreciate it, but I also.
It doesn't sound like you appreciate it.
Well, let's put it this way. I'm not going to sacrifice my ability to sleep in my bed just because I forgot to lock the door. Like,
that's the difference between me and you.
I'm going to get up. I'm going to go lock the door. I'm going to come back in bed. And you can fall asleep when you fall asleep.
Yeah, I know.
Get better about falling asleep.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. That's why it's so difficult for me to fall asleep.
It's not difficult for me to fall asleep. You can get up and go lock the door and come back. I'll be fine.
Okay. I was just saying.
And as long as I'm holding Wyatt, he's fine too.
I was just giving an example.
I know, I was just saying to that, there's a side story that I'm like, by the way, stop doing that. You're fine. You're overthinking it. You're overthinking whether you're disturbing me or not.
But like, I don't know. I would say I agree that a big part of that is my anxiety, because also like things outside of that, like not did I put this a certain way or is the door locked or whatever, but like I don't know, my brain just like I said, it's mentally exhausting. There's my brain like like, you know how everybody has that like conscious thought? Well, I guess not everybody. Some people are normal, I suppose. But when you're like sleeping and you're almost asleep, and some people have that thought of like somebody's watching me or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My brain makes it a reality. Like to the point where my brain makes it a vision of what that person looks like.
Yeah, you just didn't lose your imagination. It happens to kids all the time. That's why shirts become monsters.
Yeah, but then even if I open, which that is like the scariest part, by the way, is that my brain makes whatever it's gonna look like to the point where I see it with my eyes closed, like see it, and then like if I open it, even if I open my eyes and see that nothing's there, my brain
makes up a scenario in which it still is.
it's still there somewhere.
Yeah.
And then and then I have to go back and forth for a little bit of like closing my eyes and it appearing and
Yeah,
like,
you
stuff
just
like
never
that.
lost that part of your. I used to do the same thing as a kid. You just never lost that part of your imagination.
Well, it's not fun.
No?
Just saying. It's like I don't know. It's just a constant. It's a constant
Do you
thing.
need me to come look underneath your bed and look in
No,
your
I don't.
closet to
No,
make you feel more secure?
no.
at
I've
night?
been dealing with it my whole life. I can. It just makes things difficult. Is all I'm saying.
Maybe it's because no one ever looked under your bed for you. Maybe that's why you still have it. It's still a problem. Maybe if you were like, maybe if you let me look under your bed, you'd come to the realization
That's my
that this is,
problem.
your
I've never.
brain would come to the realization that this is silly
I don't think so.
and that you're an adult.
I don't think so because I've spent a lot of time trying to convince myself that it's not a thing and that it's not real.
You're just
Myself.
weird. It's okay.
And it doesn't work.
It's okay to be weird. You're just weird.
I think it works. I think it's really nice for me and the things that I like doing. I think I think that's the good part for me personally about it. Even if it's mentally exhausting and frustrating sometimes, I think it's nice that it also feeds a lot of my creativity that I like doing. It helps a lot. Also, personally, I think it helps my empathy for things too, because my brain is constantly thinking of all the things that could happen anyway. That like when other people are like, this thing happened to me, I'm like, oh, my brain has already fed out that scenario, even though it hasn't happened to me.
I sympathize with you because my brain has made that happen to me.
Yeah, even though it hasn't happened to me. Yeah.
You're not weird at all, babe. It's okay.
No, I am. I am. There's a lot of things in here. There's a lot of. I've told you that about when we've joked about me being on medication and stuff. There's a lot of stuff in there. I just have learned to deal with it for a long time. And nobody else really gets to see that. They just get to see me and be like,
he's kind of an asshole.
He's kind of cool.
Sorry, only people at work think that.
Whatever. Yeah. Most people are like, he's really cool.
I know. It's so weird how different people think of you at work.
Yeah. But also, for that same reason, I think that's why people think that I'm like that at work too. It's getting dark.
Oh, like you're fun?
Yeah. I think that's
you are fun at work. That's why I don't understand why everyone thinks you're an asshole.
Yeah, but also not, I don't know. Yes, I'm fun at work, but not as fun as I am outside of work.
I think people mistake, because of your anarchy side, I think people just get upset that sometimes they end up falling victim to your
inside of it.
Well, victim to your antics. Like they end up victim to your anti-authoritarian, and they're like, "Well, I'm trying to keep my job here, bro. Like, shut up."
Well, also, I think. Well, I was just gonna say that.
And you're like, also, but like, just do your job right, and you won't fall victim to my shit.
Well, well, I also think that's. I was just gonna say that. I think that's a big part of it too, of why people think that I'm not. I don't know, as fun or approachable, whatever you want to call it, at work, is because I am also constantly thinking about all the things and how to do it and how to say it and what I need to do and all of this stuff to keep my job that nobody really knows about because of the things I've been fucked over in my job. Mm-hmm. That on a constant basis, I'm like, well, I need to do this, I need to do this, but if I'm going to do this, I need to cover my ass, and if I'm going to cover my ass, somebody's going to come at me about this. I'm going to say this, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to point out this. And I'm thinking about that also on a constant basis.
But you also have to be fair, so you can't throw other people under the bus.
Yeah, so yeah. I think
whereas anybody else would just throw you under the bus.
I think that there are times where I'm in that and I just seem upset. or unapproachable when I'm not really.
Yeah.
But because my face shuts off when when I'm like,
because you get RBF.
yeah, that people are like, oh, he's upset, when really I'm like, oh. Yeah. But that also, I said that to you when I was talking to Mandy. I said that I think that is one of the benefits from having her as my boss, is that she understood that anarchy and authoritative thing really easy.
Yeah.
I said that really early. I mean, that like I know is frustrating, and I've told her that before. Like, I know as a boss of somebody like that, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
But like, she also understood that I'm not doing it to fuck myself over or like lose my job or
fuck other people over.
fuck other people over. It's just there are times where I'm like, no, fuck,
this is unnecessary, and they're literally just
fuck
doing
your
this
bullshit.
as a power trip.
Yeah, like this has nothing to do with production. This has nothing to do with anything other than you want to flex your dick of I'm bigger than you.
Yep.
And I just don't do that. And she let me go against that and have my back on that when I would get into those modes, and just made, for me, it just made it a lot easier to be that way, because I would never be it. Like I said, I would never be it in a way of like losing my job over it.
Yeah.
It would just be like a, why is nobody else doing this? Why is nobody else saying this? And I've said that to you. That's frustrating at times, because I'm like, why am I the only one that's
because you're the only one that's
saying
willing
that?
to sacrifice your job to say it.
Because there are things that are
Because you're
important.
like, it's not worth working here if this is how we're
Yeah.
gonna do things.
Yeah.
I know. Whereas other people are like, money, 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 money. And you're not willing to sacrifice your values for your money.
Well, there was something I said to somebody, and me and you have talked about this, and I won't name names, although you'll probably know who I'm talking about.
I know.
The reason, well, you do, because we've talked about this before. The reason why I have so many relationships and respect from the people that are in the company I work for is because of that. Is because of that mentality, is because of that challenging people's shit or calling them on their shit or stuff like that. And that's the reason why you still have so much respect from the people that are there too, is because of that. Is because when you were at the other plant and as an operator,
yeah, I didn't give a fuck.
You wouldn't stand for that. If
Nope.
if somebody told you to do something that
even when I came back, I was still not for that. I didn't speak up against things that weren't my problem anymore. But I also would still stand up for myself and stand up for my department in general. But then thing is I was trying to teach other people to be that way too. I was like, guys, this is like, even when they sent me to the other warehouse to train the other operators, I'm like, this isn't your job. They can't make you do this. And not only is this not your job and not what you get paid for, but you're sacrificing the quality of your job
to do other
by
things.
doing this. Like, stop that. Stop. The reason they don't think you're a good operator is because they have you doing way more than just operator work.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them no. Tell them this is not my job. You want me to make sure that the packages look good or that things are done right, then I need to be doing just my job. My job already has enough to it. I don't need to be doing this extra shit.
Well, even like and I've attributed this to you many times, because me and you have talked about this before.
Just need to touch it.
Is that there's just things, like I said, the reason why I have the respect that I do and you do is because most people just accept whatever anybody says, and people like me and you don't.
Yeah.
Like, if a parameter needs to be changed, it needs to be changed. It doesn't matter who says no, or we're gonna run this, or whatever. If it's making shitty product, it needs to be changed.
Send out shitty products. Sorry.
And it's not going to continue to be sent out unless it's changed.
Sometimes I was petty and I would send out a shitty product, but only because
for that point.
Yeah, it wouldn't. And at that point, if they were like, "Well, we see other problems with the packages. Oh, well, that sucks. I can't see which problems those are over this problem that you won't let me fix," and they'd be like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yep, sure am."
Well, I don't know.
But that's just the petty side of me.
But also
because I am petty.
But also, I feel like it's
to the E. I don't even know how to spell it.
Like, also, I feel like it's the way it should be. It's what makes things better. It's why people in those positions ask mine and your opinion on that, is because we've both done those things and proved that it's not about, and I've said this many times, it's not about production, it's about the quality of what you're putting out. It's not about whether we can put however many pounds out the door. It's about whether or not half that's going to get sent back because nobody cared enough to make it better.
Yeah.
Whereas me and you always, for the most part, have put that first, which is why the people in charge of those things ask our opinion on those.
Well, also,
and to prove that we actually know what we're talking
just about. Just a thought. Okay. Everyone's always upset about how much we have to run of everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they don't factor the part of you're adding more to our schedule by running shit that we can't send out.
Yeah.
Every time we have 3,000 pounds of fucking inedible or regrind from a run because we ran it bad, that's another 3,000 pounds that we have to run next week. So that run is the amount that the company ordered.
Yeah.
So like, you're just adding onto more that we have to do later. Like, you're just making it more. And then you're like, oh no, we have to work every Saturday. I don't know why.
Just making it.
I don't know why you do. I don't know. Yep.
Anyway.
Just nobody wants to help the situation. They just want the company to fix the problem, but they don't want to help the company fix the problem. I'm not saying the company is any good, because they're not. They're terrible. They're horrible. But, I was just saying that the people working there don't. Part of that also is the company not telling the people, hey, like, this is why we have to work Saturdays, is because you guys keep running bad product.
Also, update. We don't gotta talk about this the whole time. Also, update. I'm trying to change shifts so I can see you more.
Woo! Yeah. Going back to third.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Because with you being gone, me being on second shift really doesn't matter.
No.
And I was given the go-ahead that if something can be figured out, I can leave whenever.
Yeah.
Well, for the most part.
Which is nice.
Yeah. So that might be a thing, which would be nice, because then I would get to see everybody more.
And it means that Zach can start filling out applications and calling for markets for me.
Yeah. We can do that. Sure. Okay.
He can work more for me.
Yeah.
The wife boss.
I could have another job
that you don't get paid for.
Yeah.
Yay.
That sounds awesome. I'm super excited.
Well, you get paid overall for it. Just
yeah, I do.
Directly. Yeah, that too. Will sex for yarn.
Will sex for yarn. Such a great idea. Anyway, so do you want to talk about your thing? It's up to you. I have other stuff we could talk about.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. You know what I was just watching, though, before you woke up?
No.
I was watching a documentary on 4chan.
4chan?
Yeah. Website?
I know what 4chan.
I never paid attention to 4chan. I don't know why, because humor in it is very.
Because all the things that make you laugh come out of 4chan?
Yeah, but I never really paid attention to 4chan or anything that went along with it, but holy shit, they let some shit out in that documentary. Like, let's just say that a lot of the things you think that have happened politically in the last, like, I don't know, 4 years have all been driven by 4chan.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I didn't know that.
That is nuts. That is nuts.
4chan was what is it? Do you remember the WikiLeaks thing?
Yeah.
Do you remember that whole thing?
No.
Where like they put all the documents out? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So 4chan was where they got all that information.
Yeah, the guys of 4chan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they got all that information to send out.
Yeah, and Anonymous is also from 4chan.
Yeah.
It's from the creators of 4chan.
Yep. Crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And yeah, a lot of the big conspiracies. Some of the big conspiracies have come from 4chan, just trolling people. It's taken internet trolling to like a whole new level.
Yeah.
And it's gone to real life trolling.
Also, it's really funny because the fact that people don't trust their government anymore makes it even easier.
To
people
convince people that
because people are so willing to just believe any conspiracy that has to do with the government ever.
Yeah.
And they don't have to research it. They don't want to make sure it's true. It doesn't matter. You can throw a conspiracy about the government and everybody will immediately believe it because nobody trusts the government anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy watching that. I was like, what? I was watching that while making the little manta ray. Crocheting.
Yeah, she's cute.
Little stingray.
Little stingray.
Sorry, it wasn't a manta ray, it was a stingray. Let's do a manta ray next, though. Big old manta ray.
Cheryl made a thingy. Hold on. I can't.
I am the night.
I can't get it out.
Ah!
She made a sweater.
I didn't make the penguin.
No, she made a sweater for my penguin.
I gave him a teddy bear sweater.
He even has a little butt.
You're a butt.
Anyway. Yeah, she's crocheting her life. Her world.
Yeah, like my hair tie.
Yeah.
See, my hair tie's crocheted.
Crocheted.
Well, it's actually just crochet around a regular hair tie, but it's a thing.
It's a thing. So you want to talk about it or no? You want to move on?
We can move on. I'm not as like
30.
I'm not as like amped up right now.
You're not as into it
as I was before.
Okay, you want to talk about WrestleMania?
Oh my god.
I don't want to talk.
Cody Rhodes.
I don't want to talk about the whole thing because I know that you weren't really.
Sorry if I gave that away to anybody.
You weren't really interested in the whole thing, but I want to talk about.
I was watching it. I was just also crocheting your mom's socks.
No, I wasn't saying. No, I was saying like you weren't like invested. You were just like, oh yeah, that's a thing. That's cool.
I was doing what I normally do, where I'm like, not the John Cena.
Yeah, it was funny. Her and my dad. My dad, like the moment that you did that first comment, though, my dad didn't fucking stop the whole time.
He was like, "Oh, we have freedom to make fun of."
Yeah,
this?
he was just like, "Oh, we're just gonna flop around the mat." Well, then it was funny.
Yeah,
it was funny. But I will by now.
Oh, when they pulled the mat up too.
Yeah, when he's like, floor. We just got chairs and tables underneath the mat.
No. I'm talking about when they pulled the padding off the floor.
Oh, he should roll them up in the padding. Yeah. No, I was talking about when.
And he's like calling out moves before they happen. Oh, let me guess. You're gonna fly off the
jump
ropes.
Off the top rope. Yeah. Can we get something different?
Like what, Dad?
Well, that's why. You
only have this small area in which to do this stuff with.
No,
They've
well,
already done everything.
Well, that's what I said. You got 50, 60 years of wrestling. I think they've pretty much done everything that they can do. That's why Rey Mysterio doing the 619 was in the WWE was like, what? Anyway. But anybody should have seen it already.
Everybody.
If you haven't, I'm sorry, but I'm going to mention it because it was really funny to me. So Cheryl's like crocheting it,
well,
right?
And I know it's almost over now, so now I'm trying to hurry up and finish Mom's socks so we can go home.
Yeah, so she's like crocheting it, right? And she's looking down and she's kind of not really like paying attention to what's happening.
I already watched John Cena run in. I'm like, yeah, okay.
No, it was at John Cena. That was the build-up. That was why it was funny.
Oh.
Because like you were like crocheting and then you heard John Cena and you looked up for a minute and you're like, John Cena! And then like...
Well, no, I made fun of his shorts a few times.
Yeah.
I said he's got too much of an
ass. Yeah, because you called him... Because what did you call him? Because my mom
was wrestling panties.
Wrestling panties.
I said he needs to start wearing wrestling panties. He's got too nice of an ass with these jean shorts.
And then...
But your mom agreed.
And then your mom...
That he needs wrestling panties.
Yeah, and then my mom and you were like, if we ever go to a wrestling match with John Cena... I see
a giant sign that says
I want to see your wrestling panties.
I want to see your wrestling panties.
But anyway, so like that whole conversation happened. I mean, then she like goes back crocheting it. And then
Seth Rollins comes in and I don't even look up.
Dude, that was so... Okay, I want to talk about that, though, for like a brief second, because I was super disappointed about that. Because
why? Because it was one move and then he was gone?
I didn't even know it was him. Honestly. Yeah. Like, the Shield music came on, and I was like, oh, shit, because I kind of figured that he was going to... Because, like I told you, like, full circle of, like, him and Roman Reigns, I figured that, like, the Shield part of it would come out at some point.
Come into play at some...
So, like, the Shield music comes out, and I'm like, okay, I'm expecting him to, like, come out from somewhere else, because that's how the Shield works. And then it was just so quick. It was like the camera panned, you see Seth Rollins. I only saw Seth Rollins' hair. And then Roman Reigns spears him, and then it's off camera.
Is it
and
just me, or does his hair change color, like, dramatically as he's...
Seth Rollins?
Yeah.
No. It's always... The bottom part's always blonde.
Okay, because he comes out looking like he's just got slick black hair, and then all of a sudden after he wrestles for a minute, it looks like his hair's blonde.
No, it's the bottom. It's just the bottom. It's like this much of his hair is blonde. Mm-hmm. So when he has it up...
It just bothers me because I'm like, Seth Rollins, and I'm like, wait, no, who's that? And I'm like, wait, Seth Rollins?
No, it's...
Wait, who's that? That's why when he comes out now, I'm just like, I don't fucking care.
No.
I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, it's always been like that. It's just like, it's a small part that's blonde. Mm. Anyway. But that was disappointing. Because it was literally like, if I didn't know what Seth Rollins looked like in the Shield...
Also, Cody Rhodes needs to stop dyeing his hair, because he is a ginger. Look at his kids. They're all gingers. His mom's a ginger. His kids are gingers. He needs to stop dyeing his hair. He's dyeing it into oblivion.
Anyways. But it was really disappointing. Because, like... I was really expecting... I know there was a lot of Seth Rollins in the first night.
What made up for that disappointing?
I'm getting there!
Okay, you're taking too long.
No, I'm not, because I'm trying to explain something about me and not about you right now. Anyway.
I thought this was all about me.
But it was really disappointing, and I know that there was a lot of Seth Rollins on the first night of WrestleMania, but it was just really disappointing because that moment was really cool for the Shield, but it was just so quick that... It was, I don't know, I felt like it wasn't even like, it really wasn't worth having in there because it was so quick.
Yeah.
But then, so that whole thing happens, and Cheryl's not really paying attention, and she's just like rapid crocheting because she's trying to get done. And then she heard the bell. Yeah, Undertaker's bell, and like, it was immediate. Like, she was just like, oh, no.
I even lost count on my stitches.
Yeah, it was like it was like her whole entire body was like, I know that one. Ah! And then because there's like that half second of when the bell goes off and the lights go off, and she just like immediately looked up and was like, no fucking way. And then like it comes back on, and the Undertaker's there, and she was like this. She was already like statued of like excitement, and then she went like this. She like dropped her things and was like.
Well, I realized I lost. I realized that I already lost count, so there's no point in holding it anymore.
It was the best. It was the best reaction ever. It just made me laugh. It made me laugh.
You make me laugh.
It made me laugh only because like when I watch wrestling or whatever, you're always like nonchalant, like whatever. I don't really care. I'm just gonna sit here. But like for that 5 seconds. For that 5 seconds.
You saw little Cheryl?
For that 5 seconds of WrestleMania.
You saw childhood
Yeah,
Cheryl?
you were like
You saw the Cheryl. You saw the Cheryl that used to hang out at her friend's house and watch wrestling with the 2 neighborhood boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was cute.
You saw the Cheryl who got to see Undertaker and Kane in the burial match.
Yeah. Which was your favorite wrestling match ever?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. It was just really funny. It was really funny. And I needed to share that with people because it made me laugh and smile because it was just so, I don't know, it was just so immediate focus. Like, it was just like...
I prairie dogged it.
Yeah. And not with your butt.
Not with my butt. Well, I might have been prairie dogging with my butt too. When we got home, I blew that toilet.
So,
I want to talk about this though, because I'm excited and I want to do it, and I'm going to do it.
Your poops?
No.
That was a weird transition. I blew that toilet up. 17. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about this.
No, I was telling you when you came out of the bedroom that I want to go to that haunted house, door 17.
Yeah.
That looks fun. Yeah. It's 17 different rooms, right? And each one is like a full immersed scare experience.
Yeah.
And it's, like I said, it's like the McCanny Manor, but it's not as, like, torture-y. Like, there's not a possibility that you actually could die. I mean, there is, but not like that. Not like, there's always a possibility you could die. Like, you can go into any horror, scary house and, like, have a heart attack or trip on something and smash your face in. Or,
no, thank you.
I mean, no, thank you. But it just seems like so much fun because it's like face your fears kind of thing more so than anything, because they give you the ability to sit out in the different rooms before it even starts. So it's like it's more of a face your fear kind of thing than actually like you're forced upon being scared in these situations. And it just sounds so cool. Like there's this ball pit thing where you're like at like a dance rave thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the room just starts filling with black like ball pit balls until you're like drowning in ball pit balls. And then and it looks, I don't know for sure because I haven't watched too much of it, but it looks like the floor drops out and then you and the balls go like sliding out of the room. Yeah. And then there's another room.
So is there like a stop thing?
Where they suffocate you with latex. You can say stop at any point.
What does that do? So is it like solo?
Like no, you can go as a group.
I know, but like what if one person...
Then you just you can sit out and watch your other people.
No, but I mean like when you're midway through it. Like if you're like, I can do this, and then like the whole group is in
I think they just pause it for a second and pull you out.
Oh.
I don't know for sure, but I think they just pause for a second and pull you out.
Nope, absolutely not.
There's a suffocation room where they cover your whole body in latex.
Absolutely not.
And I'm like, oh my god! Nope. I know, I was watching this video. I was watching one of the videos of 2 people getting it like happening to them, and the girl is just like taking it. She's just like sitting there completely still, not doing anything. And the guy is like flopping like a fish. Like he's like, yeah, they tie you to a wall.
Nope.
And then they cover you with a giant piece of latex.
Nope. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Nope.
And then
I like latex not over my face. Nope.
And then there was a bunch of them. There was the electric chair room where everyone's strapped into like these electric chairs that electrocute you. Mm-hmm. And I was like, bullshit. I don't know about that one. I don't know, there's a lot of them that I was like, ooh. There's one room that I was like, absolutely fucking not.
It's not even connected to my balls or anything.
Sorry, Sorry, there was actually 2 rooms. There was 2 rooms that I saw in the whole thing that I was like, those are the 2 rooms that I absolutely will not do. Like, those are the 2 rooms that for sure I'm going to sit on the side of and not do them. And that was the cockroach room. Fuck you. Not doing it. Not even going inside of it. What? I will go around that room. It's a room where you go inside and there's just cockroaches everywhere. Real live cockroaches everywhere. And like the actors can like throw the cockroaches at you and like put them on you and like no.
I feel like the actual being in that room wouldn't be too bad for me. It's after and trying to figure out whether they're still on me or not.
That's why that room would be a no.
That would bother me.
No, that room would be a no all the way around. But also, I would end up having to strip naked after that room, and that is also a no. So,
well, that's what I'm saying.
No.
I think I would be able. I think I would be able to survive the room. It would just be after of like.
No. And then the freezing room, the cryogenic.
I'd do that.
Chamber one.
I'd do that.
No, I'm watching these people in it, and their like eyebrows are literally crystallizing. I'm like, no. I don't do cold. That fucking hurts. I'm not doing it. Like, no.
You gotta have.
But if they were like, you can only choose one room to sit out of, it would be the bug room. I would fucking no cockroaches. No. They could choose any other bug, and I'd be like, sure. Cockroaches? No. I can't even look at when we go to zoos. I can't even look at the cockroach container. Like you know how they have the little, like at the new zoo they have the giant snake.
Yeah.
And then right next to the snake is the little container of like, those are cockroaches. No way. No.
Why'd you say that like a ghost?
It's my body.
1,000 cockroaches.
I'm trying not to gag. Because it's like, oh no. You could do those mealworms. I could do the mealworms. We could do like I could what is the fear factor?
Breathe.
No. I could fear factor the mealworms. You could put me in a whole tank of steaks. I'd be down. Like you could.
Of steaks? I'll go in a tank of steaks.
I'd do it. You could drown me in snakes and I'd do it. I'd be like, yes.
Steaks.
Steaks? No.
Steaks.
No. I don't like those either.
Could drown me in a thing of steaks? I'll take that.
Like, I'd even take spiders over cockroaches. And I don't like spiders either. I like big spiders. I like tarantulas. I would definitely take a room full of tarantulas over cockroaches.
A room full of tarantulas?
No, God. The only thing that would be worse is an entire room of June bugs.
Ooh.
That, even the idea of there being a room of June bugs in that place would be a no for me. I'd be like, nope, we're not going there.
Oh my God. It would be the sound.
It would be the hissing. Yeah. It would be the little rattly sound they make with their butts.
Yeah, that's what they do with their butts.
No. The cockroaches too, they hiss too.
Yeah.
See, that's what it is. It's when that's what it is. It's gotta be when bugs can make sounds back. And that's what gets me.
You don't like your bugs to be able to talk to you?
I don't like when my bugs can talk to me. Like
Bug's Life? That was a real traumatic thing for you.
Yeah.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
Like, I don't know why, but they just seem more intimidating if they could talk. Like, I don't know. It's a nature thing for me. Like, because, I don't know, I'm really big on, like, that kind of stuff. So, like, if it makes noises or it has pretty colors, it's probably super fucking dangerous. Because they're trying to warn you that they're dangerous before. I'm just saying, like, if it has pretty colors, it's toxic, right?
Yeah!
Pre-warning. It's like a pre-warning to tell you, like, don't eat me, I will kill you. And that's how I feel about the noises, too, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like, oh, God, like, I grew up around rattlesnakes, so yeah. Like, if you rattle or hiss, I'm gonna be like, nope.
Hard pass. Thanks.
Nope. one of the scariest moments of my damn life was peeing in the desert and hearing a
Hearing a
rattlesnake.
rattlesnake.
Like, I don't even know if I stopped peeing. I just ran. Like, I just jumped up, ran, didn't even pull my pants up, just ran. Fuck you! And I like snakes, but that scared the shit out of me.
What? This is what you do to me every time.
I know,
all the time.
Because it's so awkward. Making
Every
a
time.
video is so awkward.
But you're doing it. You know how many we've done this whole thing with videos, and you've been just fine. Well, for the most part.
No, almost every time you're
No, I know
talking and I'm not doing anything.
No, I know. I know that you still. I know that you still do that. I'm just saying, like, you're not as like
aggressive about it as I am tonight.
No, you're just not as shut down as you used to be. You're getting better. You're doing better. You're not as like the moment the camera, like before when we tried to do this, when we could talk for like 30 minutes, and the moment that I would turn the camera on, you were like, Cheryl, what do you think about that?
My titty won't come in.
I can't hide them.
They're too big. They're all over the place.
Get banned for that. Or might boost the ratings. Anyway.
It wouldn't boost them because they're all the way down here below the camera.
That way.
Let me lift one up. Try not to smack myself in the face.
Go that way.
It's in that direction.
Anyway.
I'm flipping the microphone all
Also,
but yeah, it's in California, so I don't know how we're gonna get there, but we gotta go.
Well, we still gotta go to the Taco Bell in Vegas.
See, so we'll just make a trip of it.
Yeah.
Vegas, and then we'll take Vegas to California, and we'll eat Taco Bell, and then we'll puke it in a horror house.
In a whorehouse.
A house of terrors.
Yeah.
They do have a show on Tubi though, so I'm interested in watching.
Tubi. A live stream.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, but it looks fun. I think the show is them creating the haunted house.
The house.
Oh yeah! Also, one of the rooms it turns, so it throws you around.
Okay.
Like it's a room, like a square room, but it turns.
Your daughter wants to know because we didn't get any yesterday. Your daughter wants to know if we can. She said hot chocolate, but I think that's what she meant. Oh, she did say Cheetos.
Yeah.
They look like chocolate. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that. It would have been really sad if you'd have shut the video off. You'd have been like, okay. Anyway. So yeah, that was fun. Also, oh wait, I already said that. Yeah, so she's gonna have her Etsy's pretty soon.
Yeah, my Etsy name is not the same as my crochet company name because I made the Etsy a long time ago for something else. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's to quote the Raven.
That's still a good one.
Yeah, it's just not the same name as I planned on having for my crochet business.
Okay. But that'll be a thing later. Hopefully by next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, next weekend.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah, and she's got tons of cool stuff.
I do.
Yeah. So
I got lots of the cool stuffies.
Yeah.
And I got more black yarn so I can make more cool black stuffies.
Yeah, and I think they're really cool. And I think other people... I want
to make my next... Well, other than the things that I have to make for people, my next endeavor is a plague doctor.
Oh, yeah?
A little
one?
Stuffy plague doctor. Cool. I don't know how little it's going to turn out, because when I'm starting something new, getting the...
size sucks.
Well, yeah, because you're trying to learn to do these certain maneuvers to get these certain, like, and sometimes you have to make it bigger to understand the mechanics of it.
Yeah.
Also, I see everything in 3D, so when, I don't know.
But yeah, that'll be cool. So you can do that. We're still planning. I know that this one's going to be a little late because we're doing it right now and it's Monday, and I'll probably post it right now, which means people won't see it until Tuesday. However, we're still planning on doing podcasts every Sunday.
Sunday.
Either Sunday or Monday. Most likely, well, because I took off of work today, so we can't do it Monday. But
yeah, it'll be Sundays.
Most likely Sundays, and then either I'll post them Sunday night or Monday morning before I go to work. But we're gonna keep doing it. We're gonna keep doing them.
Gonna fucking do this
Because if she
gets do this shit.
Because if she gets to not have a job and focus on her crocheting, then we're gonna buckle down.
Buckle down. We are gonna buckle. All right, got it on.
Buckle down. Anyway, yeah, enjoy it.
That reminded me of the blooper from Valentine's Day. With Ashton Kutcher when he's trying to pull the seatbelt.
What is going on? But also, we got exciting things coming up too, because my birthday, Wyatt's birthday, our anniversary, all that's coming up.
And a baby's due!
Not mid-May.
No, in September. It's also not our baby.
That has nothing to do with May.
But we get to touch and hold the baby and love it and kiss it and babies.
Yeah. And so you get to deal with a baby without having a baby.
I know. I'm so excited.
Anyway, so yeah, we got a lot of exciting stuff. Plus Wyatt's birthday, WrestleMania birthday.
Wyatt Mania.
Yeah, Wyatt Mania is, and I'm super stoked and happy about it. And
Wyatt Mania 2024.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to do. Gonna try to do things. I have a lot of things that I want to do, and I only have a month to do them, and we'll see how they work out. But it's gonna be cool either way.
It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, because even the minimal things that I can do, it's still gonna be cool. So
it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. I probably will upload videos from that after. But yeah, so exciting things to come. So smash that like. No, I'm just kidding.
What like?
Don't do that. On the YouTubes.
Oh, we're on YouTube. Yeah. So like this video.
Or
like
subscribe.
It. Like it. Like it. Like it. I'm looking at it. Like it. I can't. There you go. I'm buckled in.
You're buckling down.
Also, please subscribe.
Please subscribe. Please.
So we can be a real YouTube channel, please.
Yeah, we're cool. We're funny.
Do it like Wyatt, please.
We're cool. People like us.
Slipper.
Also, I did a thing. I did a thing today. I was outside of the box today. I sent my book to somebody.
Yeah.
To read.
You sent it to me too.
Well, I sent it to you to make sure that it was going to work for the other person I sent it to. I didn't want to be like, hey, can you read this? And then be like, I can't. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
That's nervous. Let's talk about anxiety.
Let's talk about anxiety. Let's talk about you and me.
Let's talk about all the bad things.
Let's talk about all the bad things that could happen in society.
That's good. That was a good one.
You did it.
No. Anyway.
I just overshadowed you.
So we'll see.
It's like, no, I'm taking this one.
We'll see how that goes. That makes me nervous. But the person that I sent it to doesn't make me nervous. Because I feel like she'd be honest. So
yeah.
But I'm really excited because I'm building an entire world in this book that I feel, I'm sure that like there are parts of it, because everything that's done has been done, but there are parts of it that are kind of like other things. But I'm building an entire world.
That's okay.
In thought process.
Harry Potter is just Star Wars.
I know.
So.
But I'm building an entire world and thought process around this, and I want to know if it even translates. Because if it doesn't, then like
you translate.
I'll figure something else out. But I'm just really because my brain works like a movie, so I wrote it like a movie script.
You're
it's
a
very,
translator.
it's very like,
He rolled his eyes at me.
it's very like, if somebody were to read it, they could make it into a movie. Like, you know what I mean? It's very screenplay written that way because that's how my brain works, and that's why I sent it because I wanted to know if it.
Tell the podcast one more time how your brain works. Don't look at me.
Anyway,
one more time.
so yeah, so that's I'm kind of nervous about that.
Don't be nervous. You'll be fine. You'll do great. You'll do great, kid.
I just want it to be good. I don't want it to be a waste. I've been doing this. I've been trying to write this book for like 4 years now.
Not 4 years.
I just don't want. I don't know. I don't want somebody to be like, wasn't feeling it. And I'm like, cool.
Okay, but books aren't for everyone.
Well, who else is gonna read it? You don't read.
Yeah, you're right. Because books aren't for everyone.
So who's gonna tell me whether it's good or not?
I don't know. The car seat keeps tripping me out, making me think there's someone back there.
Who are you?
Just scared them.
Where is he?
You just scared me so bad.
That was the equivalent of the person.
Everything inside of me was like, ah!
That was the equivalent of the person standing over your bed that you can't see. Where like you didn't want to turn around to make sure that I was just joking, but also you really wanted me.
No, it was you. No, it was just you raising your voice. I wasn't expecting you to yell.
Sorry. Anyway, so see you next week.
Yeah.
Next week on What's in the Box.
What's the box? What's the box? What's the box?
Also, I have tons of ideas.
You have what? I have beans and cornbread.
Ow.